the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. Shoot the shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live.
What's happening, everyone? It's Tuesday, and that means one thing: tacos and hot takes. We are here today with Cowboy Capone, our boy TJ, and we are fired up. We are hot. We got some things we need to talk about. We got to get off our chest. Please join the show. You could use the hashtag HTT on X, or you can click via Facebook on our Facebook page at Dads with Bacon and give us your hot take. Again, not a debate show, TJ. Not a debate show.
It is not. But what is going on, man? It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit, and I'm a little fired up. I got some
Dude, I think
things.
you and I both are fired up. It seems like we talk more outside of this, and we just get so fired up. And when Tuesday comes on, we let it all out.
Yeah.
And then we go into the rest of the week just happy as can be, man.
Well, you know, and last week you were chill. It was cool. And the week before that, I was chill and I was cool. And there wasn't anything really, firing me up. Again, when your team is winning in the postseason, you don't have a lot to get upset about. And it's, we're going into the dog days of spring, and we're waiting for things to happen with some other sports. Like, you got hockey's second season. We got race cars in a circle coming up. We got spring training, pitchers and catchers coming up. But
next week, man, so pumped.
Woo! But this week, everything that people are talking about is the thing you can't talk about. So I'll start off with that, right? I'm a little hot that the NFL says that you can't say Super, and it's really annoying that you can't say. And you listen to these people refer to it as the big game, and they've really cornered the market since 1969 or whenever one was, and they just don't let you do it. They don't let you do it. So I'll instead be calling it Die Schussel. I'll go German this week, and the Schussel is German for bowl. So we will be watching Die Schussel instead of watching. So that's a hot take. I can't believe that they corner it, make radio commercials sound so stupid. Like everybody's making extra money off of them just because they're saying it's ridiculous.
Dude, I feel like they've got their hands in so much right now that if you were to even say the word, I'm not even going to say it because I can't even mute my mic right at the perfect time. But if they've got their hands in so much that you can't even like walk around without them like having their hands down your throat about something.
It's crazy. Put the warning out for the other dads. Bacon, everyone, be careful on Thursday because the algorithm's going to go out there and they're going to be looking for people, and anybody that says you're going to get caught, and then who knows what happens. So ship you off. Who knows? Oh, anyway, yeah. What's got you hot, TJ? What's cooking?
You know what's got me hot, man, and I'm going to say this right now. 49ers are the softest team I've ever heard of. They are complaining about turf at a practice facility? Dude, shut up. Just practice. Get ready for the game because this is a game that everybody's been, waiting for because everybody's like, yeah, 49ers are coming in. They're in, but they're playing the Chiefs. Shut up about your turf. Just practice.
And what's great about it also, and I don't know, maybe I got, and maybe you can confirm that Fred Warner said this, but there was an update on the breakfast that was provided at the hotel for the 49ers, and they didn't get the blueberry muffins that they wanted.
They did not get blueberry muffins, and I think there was something else they wanted, and they did not get it because they won that they were going to be there, and when they were in the hotel, they came in earlier than they were expected. They were supposed to stay at 2 hotels. They stayed at 1, and that 1 did not have what they want. So you want to complain, oh, we didn't get our muffins, we're going to lose, oh, the turf's too soft.
We got to practice outside because they're at UNLV, and the Chiefs get to play at the Raiders facility. They're the home team. They're the AFC home team. That's what it is. You got to deal with it. That's what it is.
Yeah. So my hot take: 49ers shut up. You're soft.
Yeah. All right, getting off of football, and I'd like to talk about baseball, which is warming up in the Hot Stove League. I got a hot take, and I don't know if I mentioned it on Thursday, but I'm going to get ahead of this before everybody else does, and they say, oh, they knew, and I'm a bandwagon guy. The Braves are going to win 130 games. That's my hot take. The Braves are going to win 130 games this year. And if they don't, they will beat the Mariners' record of 116-46. So I think that they're going to win the President's Cup or whatever it is when they have the best record in the MLB. Not saying they're going to win the title. Not saying that they're going to win the title. But I am going to go out on a limb, and my hot take before spring training starts, before pitchers and catchers report, before the stable of Braves aces get there, they're going to win 130 games.
I respect that. Massively respect that.
Wonderful.
I'm going to stick with baseball as well. Chicago Cubs. Y'all need to sign Cody Bellinger, please. Because if you don't, Astros are swooping in right behind you.
Oh, my God, I would hate that. I appreciate that you are taking this week's lead on yelling at the Cubs to sign Bellinger. Thank you very much. Let's get that done. If he goes to Houston, I will hate him forever. Yeah.
Because it's been on my phone this whole week. And I kid you not, dude, I've been following that because I want to see who else gets picked up. And Bellinger is on there. And I looked at the potential teams that he is being sought after. And they are the Cubs, who are the forerunners, who are literally, you got him. Just fucking wrangle him in. You've got
back the money truck up. Overpay, fine. Overpay, fine. Pay him for past achievements that he got on a different team. Fine. Just get him in there. He's going to hit 40 home runs. He's going to just got to get him in there.
So he's also got the Astros and the Baltimore Orioles.
Well, where's he going to play in Baltimore if he goes to Baltimore? Isn't your outfield crowded already?
That outfield is massively crowded, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think the O's were just putting their name in there to stir the pot. They have the cap room for it, but they haven't even signed their best players. So I think the O's are in there.
That's Scott Boras throwing names out there. That's Scott Boras doing his thing.
Probably.
That's Scott Boras doing his thing. Hey, one more thing. I got to go back to the Streusel, and I got to talk about David Carr's hot take. So it's media day, right? So media day is a circus, and there's some really fun things, and everybody gets to ask people questions, and it's a heck of a time. But then they cut to the show, whatever show David Carr's on. I don't watch it, but I saw this take where he just confesses his man crush on George Kittle and goes on a crazy take about Taylor Swift. And look, I'm a Taylor Swift fan before it was annoying, okay? To say that good thing she's out of the country, because if she was there for media day, she'd be reconsidering her tight end choice. And then goes on to just talk about how hot George Kittle is to David Carr. Now, on top of the fact that that's just a little bit weird, not that there's anything wrong with that, but to think that, dude, you got to put some respect on Mrs. Kittle's name, all right? Claire Kittle is 9.75, right? Smoke show, right? Taylor is great at what she does, and she's cute. She's probably a 7 in my book. Not to be a chauvinist man judging women by her looks, but I'm Team No Blondes, right? How dare this guy on national TV, global TV, right? Super Bowl coverage, go on a stupid take like that, and it wasn't even that hot.
You said it once. We get slashed. You heard it here first.
Go on the Streusel coverage.
I think one slip up we should be good.
A soft L at the end when you say bowl in German is die Schusse.
But no, and it's funny too because we talked about this pre-show, and we listened to it. This man has a crush on George Kittle, and cool, great, whatever. That's if that's the way you float, that's the way you float. That's fine. But dude, the fact you brought Taylor Swift into this, and you know what? I agree with you. She's a solid. And what did I say last week about a 7? They're sexy 7s. So she's a solid, sexy 7. Okay,
that the dress that she had on at the Grammys, or as I called it, the Taylor Swift individual concert, because there was more camera cuts at the Grammys to Taylor Swift than there are at Kansas City Chiefs games. So I got completely inebriated playing my Taylor Swift camera cut drinking game. Did not know that was going to happen. Did not know that was going to happen. I don't have the tally or the numbers, but definitely a lot. And then, of course, when she wins an award, you have to finish your drink. And then when she won Album of the Year, you have to chug the whole bottle of champagne. Obliterated. Yeah, the Grammys. I got a hot take for the Grammys. Did you watch the Grammys? Did you see what happened on the Grammys? Are you?
I did watch the Grammys.
Yeah, right.
Which one are we? So go ahead. I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about.
Well, I'm going to talk about rappers these days.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about rappers these days, and as it pertains to the Grammys, but these rappers that are whiny, like Eminem, whining about, Stafford to lose to the Lions because it's the Lions' time. Stop whining. You're Eminem. You're whining, and then Jay-Z whining about his wife not winning Album of the Year. Don't take that moment and try to make it about yourself after you're trying to say they're doing such good things, but then they got it wrong because the album's just not that good. Her album's not that good. You ever see how many writers Beyonce has for her songs?
Dude,
right? And if we're gonna go
ridiculous,
if we're gonna go apples to apples with the 14 writers for a Beyonce song and the one writer for a Taylor Swift song, what makes a better album? Like 100 minds trying to create something, or one person, an artist, creating art? And then rappers looking these days like Eazy-E's diss on Snoop and Real Motherfucking G's, right? They're sagging but flooding at the same time. They're anorexic, like it's crazy. And then Killer Mike, you win Rap Album of the Year, and then you get arrested in the stadium for your street cred. I don't even know who that guy is. I had to do some research. Actually, like the guy. Haven't heard any of his music, but that's my hot take on the Grammys.
Dude, I will say this. Not really a hot take, but the Grammys, I think, have some of, if not the best, like, I don't like, it's almost like comic relief sometimes when you with what you hear and what you see.
Yeah, I mean, it's unscripted, right? It's good. It's a good show. It's better than it's the best award show in my opinion than the other ones because of the performances and the collabs and the appreciation for. I mean, I'm sure movie and TV show, and they appreciate all the work that they do each other. But like music's different, and you get the cool concert that's cool. Yeah.
So all right, got myself a hot take. It's not even the sports. This is a scripted sport called WWE. All right. WWE Nation, y'all were begging for Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. We all were. I was as well. The fact he shows up and Cody Rhodes steps aside and said, you know what? Seth was right. I should go after him first. And The Rock has said, yep. You're mine at WrestleMania, and y'all boo. On Monday, y'all booed him and said Rocky sucks. At a live event today, somebody live streamed it. They were saying Rocky sucks. Y'all need to make up your damn mind because I'm ready for The Rock and Roman. If y'all aren't, dude, don't let the door hit you in the back. I'm ready for this.
Not a debate show. Not a debate show. I've been told it's a work. I've been told that it's a work, and we will get what we all think we should get, or some people think they should get, which is Cody. We'll see. We'll see if they can figure it out. We'll see if Triple H can figure it out and make it work. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it more on Thursday. Is Seth going to be back in time, or is he going to? Are they going to meet beforehand? There's a lot of work to be done. It's early. Yep. I have a hot take for another sport that's starting up. We had a preliminary preseason event in the Coliseum. NASCAR's back, but again, it's really hard for me to be a 23XI racing fan with Bubba Wallace. What are you doing? And how did he finish 12th when he didn't even finish the match or the race? And I don't know if you saw it, but the little fender bender right before overtime or towards the end. And then Bubba spins out and ends up in the, just goes down the tunnel. He's like, that's it, I'm leaving. And I don't know, man. I'm glad Denny Hamlin's not driving for them anymore while owning another team. Like that's confusing. Sounds like a conflict of interest. But I think Bubba's gotta get better. Gotta get better.
See, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Bubba's had a history of doing stuff like this. Where like if the car's not driving right and they won't make that adjustment, he just takes the car himself and puts it in the truck.
Yeah.
Or puts it on that ramp. So, and this is where, and people who watch this are gonna, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's racist because he's, y'all are being racist because he's black." No, nothing with race. This dude is a hot head.
He is, yeah. He's I don't want to say what's the word I'm looking for. He's not unstable, but he's irrational. He's just like just knee-jerk reaction, irrational.
He's one of those guys too. Like, and I've had to sit down with like one of my friend's kids once about this. And he's like, "Yeah, I love Bubba Wallace." And I said, "Listen," I was like, great. If you love Bubba Wallace, never going to say you can't like him. I said, but I said the things that he does on live TV, I said you should never recreate what he does. He'll throw a punch because he missed an opportunity and he blames it on the person that shut down the opportunity. Like you need to be a racer. You need to be a fan favorite racer. And right now he is not.
I would have liked Logano to get punched though. Hot take.
Against Ty Gibbs? Hell yes. Let that short Minnie Mouse. Dude, let the short Minnie Mouse knock the giant down. I would love that. Ty Gibbs is a scrapper from the Xfinity series. Dude, just let Ty Gibbs sock him once. And it's this is going to be a storyline through the season now.
Yeah. Another one for a sport that's just finished their All-Star break, the NHL. Definitely can't wait to talk more about the NHL, but we have to talk about the All-Star Kucherov and whether or not he should be suspended for his antics at the All-Star Skills competition. Did you see that?
I did not, but it has been buzzing on my phone.
Yeah, so he just was not wanting to be there and just went through the obstacle course at like
half
little
speed.
league speed, not even half speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now they're, I don't think he should be suspended, but if you want to make it a hot take, fine, suspend him. But you invited him out there. This is their time off. This is their break. He doesn't want to be there. He's been there before. And when I appreciate the skills competition, but maybe in other sports where you don't see it as often, right? Like you don't see baseball players run a lot unless they're running around in a circle. The NFL quarterback club, remember back? Well, no, you don't because you're young. But the Pro Bowl.
Whoa, sir! I remember some of these old school Pro Bowls where they used to like bomb the balls 100 yards to see how far you could throw it.
Yeah, and they'd have like the moving targets and stuff like that. I know they tried to do something similar to that this year, and freaking Studio Dan Orlovsky won, but those are cool. But I mean, when you watch hockey, like the skills competition for hockey is like doesn't even do justice of what these guys are doing on the ice. So it's like for Kucherov to be like, I really don't want to do this little drill that we're doing right now because it's I do this with three guys in my face and then put it tape to tape and put the biscuit in the basket. So,
I like the older NHL skills where it was like fastest from blue line to blue line, the fastest shot, the best save, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like the accuracy contest. Now they're making it into like who can go from red line to blue line, back to blue line, back to red line, make a slap shot, do a double backflip, and pull a Michigan. You do it in the fastest time, you win.
Yeah, I guess they're paying him money. I guess there's like $1 million for the winner, but whatever. Any other hot take you got?
I do have. I have one more hot take.
Go ahead.
This is going into baseball. Okay. Clayton Kershaw, I hope you take a line drive to your forearm and retire. Oof. You need to stay out. I'm done with you.
Oof. What's he doing? Oof.
I have never liked Clayton Kershaw, and he said last year it was his last year playing. He was going to retire. He just pulled a Tom Brady, so he's coming back this season. Yeah, hot.
I didn't know he was retiring. I thought it was a given that he was going to be back.
No, so he said because I think they were looking at possibly another surgery for him on his throwing arm, and that he may not come back for the season. He said, "You know what? I guess it's time for me to hang it up." Didn't need the surgery, and he came back.
I think he's going to be ready for the playoffs. I think so, especially with the team that they bought. Assembled. Acquired. The Dodgers. This year's villain Dodgers. He'll be back.
That's the only reason why he's coming back is because of all the money they just spent.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I got one more hot take, and this is probably more of a local hot take here in Chicago. I'm a Chicago sports radio guy, but we have to stop talking about the first overall pick, Caleb Williams, and trading Fields. Why don't we just get to the realization that is what it's going to be? The Bears still have the number 9 pick. There's so much more maneuvering and jostling and things that you can do. Just come to terms. The producers need to come to terms with it. I'm tired of listening to these phone calls of these meatheads that are either meathead Caleb haters, and I might be on that bus, talking about his fingernails and him crying, or defending Fields, which I would like to do, but when I try to statistically, it really doesn't work. So you just have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's been in a bad situation, but he has an opportunity to turn the bad situation into a new one. But just target acquired, first overall pick, generational talent, Caleb Williams, going to be a Bear. Now, what are we going to do to move up to get, either hopefully Marvin Harrison Jr. and maneuver that number 9 overall pick and whatever you get for trading Fields to get in position to get a powerful 1-2 punch like that. But
so
that's a little.
I'm going to say this is my hot take. The Bears are not going to get Caleb Williams. The Commanders are going to trade up for that number 1, and they're going to get them.
Are they giving up 3 years of number 1 overall draft picks? Because that's got to be the goal, right?
Well, so Cliff Kingsbury just worked with Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury is the new OC in DC. Yeah. DC's ready to spend some money. They let go. Dude, they let go of Bieniemy.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's.
So here's my hot take. DC is now a hot dumpster fire.
It's been a dumpster fire for seasons, man.
I gave them their props last year because they got new ownership. That lessened the dumpster fire. Well, but now you let go.
Not yet extinguished.
Yeah, I threw a little bit of water on it just to see if it would go out.
You threw some whiskey on it and it got engulfed.
But now you let go of Bieniemy, and Bieniemy was a guy who I was actually looking forward to when Rivera was fired to take over. No, who do you pick up? Dan Quinn. What the hell is he going to do? He proved that he can go to the Super Bowl and lose it. Cool, great. Keep him in DC. I don't care. Let him lose to Dallas every season. You bring in Cliff Kingsbury. Dude was gone fell off the face of the earth. Went to Portugal. Nobody knew where the hell he was. He showed up, went to USC, and worked with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he was big mad when he got fired.
So now you got those two heading a dumpster porta potty fire of a organization that it already is, and they want Caleb Williams. But here's the thing. You have Sam Howell, who is on the rise. So you pick him up, Sam Howell's going to leave, and I guarantee you he will leave. If they jump up, pick up the number 1, pick up Caleb Williams, Sam Howell out the door that night.
Well, we'll see. Not a debate show, but again, you're going to have to mortgage the future of draft picks. You just got rid of both your stud defensive ends. So get it that there's a rebuild. And so brick number 1 going to be Caleb Williams. All right. We'll see. Good luck with that.
I mean, and there's nothing in my eyes because they have the number 2 pick. So do they drop back? Do they give Chicago the number 2 and Chicago gives them number 1 so they can pick up that Caleb Williams and they can go to all the fans and be like, hey, screw you, we're sticking with Fields, and you pick up Marvin Harrison Jr.? Is that what's going to happen? Who knows?
How much? So 2, 3 number 1 picks, next year's number 1 pick, and a round 2 pick. What would it take to move up 1 for the generational talent that is Caleb Williams?
honestly, I don't think it'd be much because you got to think about it. The Bears got Sweat from DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was huge. So they have that leverage already on them. So hey, we gave you that. We gave you Sweat. We'll give you like.
So what do we get our second round
back?
We get our second round. The Bears get their second round pick back from them. Their second round pick as well.
I think
number one.
Whatever was given,
it's got to be 3 picks.
So I think whatever was given for Sweat. So whatever the Bears gave the Commanders for Sweat, they'll get back just to get that number 1 pick.
And a first round pick.
And and something else, whatever's in there.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell, and I gotta freaking listen to it for the next 3 months. Anyway, all right, buddy. I appreciate the hot takes and the time spent here. We will hopefully talk again on Thursday. You take it.
I will definitely try. I've got a Pop-Tart and some water to eat before I go to bed.
All right. Start eating healthy. Season's right around the corner, buddy.
If you're looking for a 6-pack, muscled up kind of man, better look somewhere else. Yeah, I can stand to lose a few pounds, but for right now, I'm working on my diet.